morning. This is Matt Smith here, Colton RV. Just wanted to go over. We've been getting a lot of questions from first-time buyers. What do we need to do to prepare looking at our first camper? So a lot of times what we like to do is we sit down, we go over our list of things, but I want to prepare you before you come in, things that you need to know to be able to select a camper. There's a lot of variables that go into it, and a lot of the stuff is we use a golden ticket. This is based off of a customer service survey that training facility that we use, and it goes through a lot of options to help find that right camper for the customer we're with, not with like our last customer that we were with. So this is based off of your wants, needs, your budget, and everything else. A lot of times what you need to figure out is what are you going to use this camper for? There's a bunch of different versions, so you can go from a motorhome to a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, a toy hauler. There's a lot of different versions, pop-ups to hybrids. So what we need to know is what do you plan on using this for? And that is, are you going to travel across country? Are you going to be in a permanent site? Or are you going to just travel around locally and maybe just go to state parks? And then the other factor is how many people are going to sleep in your camper? Is it going to be just 2 adults? Could it be a whole family? You know, a couple kids, or maybe it's even 4 adults that they're buying to share with another couple. So there's a lot of things you need to think about when you're doing that. What kind of activities are you going to do? Are you going to go hiking, biking? Are you going to go 4-wheeling? So there's a lot of different activities that campers are specifically made for. So you got to figure out those stuff, so when you come in, we can help break down what kind of camper that you would fit in when it comes to all your wants and needs. The other thing is really important is a lot of people don't know how to do this is towing capacity on your vehicle. So if you have an SUV or a truck, you have to look and see what is your max towing on it. And of course, then you want to buy a camper that's going to be less than that, because you don't want to max your truck out or your SUV. So you need to figure that out. And there's a few different websites that you can go to. You can actually go to the manufacturer website and look it up, year, make, model. There's apps that you can download, like there's Torque Lift that helps you figure out that. Or you come in here and we actually have a program that we use to look up your tow capacity on there. But you always want to make sure, some people don't realize a V6, a V8, they have big differences in them. There's also factors of your gear ratio that you have to look up. So you got to be really careful. You can't just look up a Chevy Silverado 1500. You got to look to see what tow, if it's got the tow package on it, and what gear ratio you have on it. So it'll tell you, because it could be 6,000 or it could be 10,000 versus the gears. So that's something really important that most first-time buyers don't know that they have to look up. We will help you figure that out when you come in. Again, we sit down, we'll go over and find all that. The next thing is what kind of trips do you have planned if you are looking for one? The trips could be, you know, again, just local campgrounds, permanent sites, or private property. Are you going to go and dry camp? Dry camping is you're going to go somewhere where there's no water hookups, there's no electricity. So if that's a spot that you're going to go to, then you want to make sure you have a tank capacity for your fresh water tank. And then do you need solar prep, or are you going to be running off a generator? So there's a lot of things that we will sit down, and again, we break this down, simplify it. That way you don't have to think about all this stuff. How do I make this happen? We're going to find that camper that will help you make that happen with not having to do all this research that is involved in that. Then you have to think about your budget. This is like buying a house, so you want to make sure it fits your budget, it fits in within the means of if you're going to pay cash or are you going to make payments. We want to make sure this camper fits in, so that way you're comfortable with your daily monthly bills and everything else. It's got to make sense for you, or you're not going to be happy with it. You know, when you really look at the big picture, we want you to be happy, comfortable, and go out and have fun, because camping's all about having fun, getting your family together, getting friends together, going out and having fun. So our goal is to make sure that you come in here, have some fun, and be able to go out camping. The couple campers I want to kind of go through, because a lot of people you know, don't realize how big these campers can get and how small they can get. For example, this Soul here, it's only 17 foot living space in it, so it's nice and small. It's a little bit more upscaled because of the fiberglass and the aluminum frame, but it's nice and lightweight. So if you have an SUV, you're trying to pull a small camper, this is a great unit to take a look at, to pull and have enough room and have some fun in it too. You got all the basic necessities of an awning, LED lights inside. It's beautiful in there. I don't know if anybody's actually looked in here. This converges into the dining area to a bed. Quick, simple floor plan. It's got a little bathroom in this, but it's made for, you know, just quick camping. You got your stove, you got your sink, and then take a peek in the. That's called a wet bath. So it's a shower and a toilet all in one, just because of the small size. And as we walk around, we're not going to go in every camper, but I just wanted to show you what we have here in the showroom for different examples. Now if you go to a little bit bigger, this is a 24-foot living space. This is a bunkhouse, so do you need bunks? Because if you're going to have a couple kids, that'd be great. So that's one of the factors that we take in consideration when we're trying to find a camper for you. This is going to be a little bit lighter weight than the other ones. So if you again have a SUV pulling a camper, this is still going to fall in that realm of, you know, lightweight. Then you can go into even lighter. We'll take a walk around here. If you're going just to, you know, get out of the tent, we actually have one that actually, if you take a peek in this one, we'll pull this out here for you so you can peek in the door. This has got just a bed, a sink. It's actually got a porta potty in it. This is basically, it's a 9-foot long length living space. Lightweight. It's only about a little over 1,000 pounds when you really look at it. So this small SUV can pull this one. Top comes down, easy setup. But this is for people that want to transition out of that tent and get off the ground. So you can get into something a little bit, you know, a little bit bigger than what you're used to camping-wise in a tent, and get into, you know, a little bit more comfort. AC unit. It's got a heater in it, and this is only $8,000. So that's a great starter if you're just coming out of a tent. And then when you want to really go a little bit bigger, say you got six to eight people camping. This clipper over here, we'll skip the motorhome because this was on yesterday's outside there, that outlaw for the motorhome. But this clipper here has got 3 pop-outs, lots of space. The bed actually, the dinette goes to a bed, and then you get your pop-outs and a lot of living space on this one. So if you look at this, you got a tent in the front, you got tent on the side, and then another tent all the way in the back. So this is another version of a camper that works for that, you know, people that just want to get out of a tent and then off the ground and have some living space. So again, I want to go over this. This is our golden ticket. This is again designed for everything that you're looking for. We try to break down everything to make sure that we meet all your wants and needs and keep it in your budget. It's real important to us because we want you to feel that, you know, you're being taken care of. Our goal is to make sure you have fun while you're here. You know, we want to make sure that this experience is going to continue out in the campgrounds, because this has got to be, you know, it's a lifestyle when you're really looking at camping. I've been camping for a while for myself. I love it. It's that's why we're in this market, being able to sell fun. Is there any questions right now?
Well, Michelle's really excited about the Horizon she's going to be taking delivery on.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, those are nice, very, very nice campers. And we got even some smaller teardrops that we have in stock that's about half that height. It's just great for a little tent camp, 2 people camping. So there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of versions that a lot of people don't realize. If you're having problems navigating, like on websites, the best thing is to call one of us. We're outfitters here. Our job is to fit you into a camper and make sure it makes sense for you. Anything else?
That's about it.
About it. We would like also, you guys, send us some suggestions on what you'd like to see. Travel Trailer Tuesdays or something fairly new. We've been doing this for a little over a month, I think, and we're getting some good feedback. But if there's something particular that you really want to see, I'd be happy to do that walk around and show it to you. We also will personalize videos for all our customers. So if you have a question about a camper, you reach out to us, and what we'll do is we'll go out there and do a personal video for each of our customers. Make sure you can see all the options of it, and if it's something that you really like, what we can do then is we can schedule an appointment for you to come in and do a personal walk on it. And we wipe all these campers down before you come in here. We need that heads up so that we can disinfect and make sure everybody feels nice and safe. We'll put it in our staging area so that way you feel like you're away from everybody else, and it's just going to be personalized just for your visit. The things that when you come in to expect is when you come to the showroom, I know I'm not wearing a mask right now, but we always wear masks face to face with customers. Bob is wearing a mask. I'm not right now, but we're trying to keep our distance. But what we're going to do is make sure that you feel comfortable. Again, we'll offer, if you don't have a mask, we can get you one. If you want to wear gloves, we have gloves here too. We want to, again, make sure everybody feels safe during this time, because this is a tough time. We also are looking for, I know this is geared for first-time buyers, but we're looking for trades. This is a time that our used inventory is actually depleting. We have a lot of first-time buyers coming in. People are looking to camp more than travel at this point because of the social distancing. Knowing that you can travel across the states here and have your own facilities whenever you stop instead of using public facilities. So that's been one of the big concerns on people now. But the problem we're having is we're selling a lot of campers, but we're not getting a lot of trades. So if you have a trade, you want to come in and negotiate, it's a great time. We're looking for 3 to 4 year old campers to fill up our used inventory, because again, first time buyers, a lot of them, some want to start with a used one and then work their way into a new one on the next one. So we could use that help, and we can help you get into a new camper.
We do have a couple of questions and comments. One was to show the Avenger in the future.
Okay.
And the other, you pretty much answered it, but is the showroom open, or is it by appointment only?
It's by appointment only, because most of us are working from home. So if you come in here, we might not have somebody available for you. So if you can give us a heads up, get a hold of our business department, and they will reach out to you, schedule an appointment, and get one of us in here. So that way we can, again, heads up, wipe down the camper. If you show up here, we can still help you out if we have somebody available. We would just have to take a little bit of time, again, wipe down the camper before we can go out there. So we will sit down and go through our product selection with you and find exactly what camper fits for you, and then we'll get that camper pulled up and then wipe down and make sure that you have a nice safe visit with us. We just, again, the appointment's a little bit easier. You can walk in. Saturdays are usually busy here. We do get people that walk in here. We try to staff up enough people here to maintain it. But if you could, give us a call ahead of time. Call myself or call the BDC department, and we'll definitely take care of you. Which Avenger, did they say a model number?
No.
Okay. Because we got a few different ones. So reach back out if you have a model number in mind. I can do that specific one. And then, or if you wanted to, reach out to me and I'll go out and do a personal video for you today and make sure that you can see one. Again, just keep in mind the process is like buying a house. So we want to make sure we fit everything, bedrooms to facilities that fit what you want inside a camper. So keep that in mind. Again, recap here for your what your wants and needs are, what kind of activities you're going to be doing, fits what kind of floor plan that we're going to help you find. Your tow capacity is big. If you don't have a tow vehicle, the best thing to do is come by a camper first, and then it's easier to fit a truck to a camper. So if you wanted, say, a fifth wheel, and you're ready to trade in your truck and get a little bit bigger truck, get the fifth wheel first, and that way you know what the total weight's going to be on it, and then you can buy that truck that fits that tow capacity. And then what kind of trips and campsites you're going to be going to, because if you're going to go to some state parks, you might not want to get a 35-footer. You might want to keep it under 30 foot. So research campgrounds that you would like to go to and see what capacity that they can hold. What's the total lengths, and then your budget. Just like when you're buying a house, what monthly payment do you want to be in? The financing can go up all the way up to 15 years, depending on the camper. So you can keep a small payment, and you can basically keep the payment low and pay it off as you go at that point. Is there any other questions?
Well, Patricia said she wanted to see the ATI 27 DBS.
27 DBS?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to wait till next Tuesday, I can do that one, or if you want to, I can send one out to you sometime today. Get a quick walk around video of that one. All right. Other than that, I know this one's a little bit shorter than most weeks, but just wanted to go through and just show you the different versions of campers, and plus I haven't even touched base on fifth wheels when it comes to the travel trailers, the tow behinds. If you have any questions, reach out to us on Facebook or give us a call here. The number here is 694-0188, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. And if you want anything personalized, just reach out to us. We'll get that sent out to you. You guys have a great day. Stay safe, and reach out to us.